If your ignition system needs some attention, this 8-piece performance ignition coil set is a kit you'll want to look into for your 2018 through 2020 GT Mustang. Now, this is a great option if you've started to notice a lack of performance, whether that's a rough idle, lack of responsiveness, or you even have a full-blown misfire and need a quick solution. Now, coil packs are one of those parts that just wear out over time and ultimately need to be replaced because they do succumb over time, whether it's from physical cracking, water damage, or whatever else, and it can lead to that lack in performance that you may be experiencing. Now, while being a good factory style solution to replacing your plugs, this is also an affordable one. So if you want to avoid that dealer pricing, you don't need a super high performance choice, and you want to save a couple bucks while getting a solid OE style option, this is a great choice for you. Now, although these do look similar to the factory coils, these do offer an increase in efficiency, especially if you are working with those more severe symptoms. So you'll definitely feel a boost in performance, and that's thanks to not only the refresh, but the improved windings and the stronger spark compared to your current setup. Now, the improved spark increases efficiency when burning the fuel mixture, smoothing out the idle for a more comfortable experience with your 8-cylinder, and depending on how worn your factory ones are, you may notice some additional pickup or small power increase thanks to that fix in the efficiency. Now, keep in mind that the increase does depend on the life of your current set, so if they are in bad shape, you will again see a pretty solid improvement compared to what you're used to with old or damaged coils. Now, this set comes with all 8 in the kit. They have an improved design with heavy-duty auto-grade plastic for the housing, which will resist cracking over time. They also have a rubber boot on the end to provide solid protection to your plugs and a good seal at the top to resist any water or moisture from getting into that head. Now, they also have a direct fit construction and even have an OE-style 2-pin connector on the top for a complete plug-and-play install. Now, these come in at about $275, which is pretty affordable in price for the V8. Now, compared to others in the category, this keeps it very simple and to the point with the design, while still offering a good amount of quality within the setup and the construction to give you the performance that you may be looking for. Now, it makes a great setup if you want that bump in efficiency without completely breaking the bank. So if better performance and a quick fix is what you're looking for, then this is a great solution for you. Install here is fairly easy. It's a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, nothing too difficult. So it should take you about 20 minutes or so to get the job done with some fairly basic hand tools. However, at this point, I'm going to hand it over to one of our installers here. They're going to show you a detailed breakdown on how to get your old coils out and these new ones into place. So that wraps it up for what I have to say. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
Tools required for this install include a ratchet, a magnet, an extension, shallow and deep 8mm sockets, and a 10mm socket. What's up, guys? Today we're installing ignition coils in our Mustang, so let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is remove our engine cover. Now, we usually have covers on here where you can get a little flathead screwdriver or a plastic pry tool in, pop those off, and then that'll give you access to your nuts. Now, ours have gone missing on our cover, so I'm just gonna take my 10mm socket, get down on that nut and loosen it up. And the same thing on the other side. And then they're pretty deep in there. You don't have a lot of room. So I'm just gonna use a magnet to get down in there. Pull those nuts out. And then you can just lift up on your engine cover. We have a couple pins and grommets that we just need to pop out. And then you can remove it. So I'm gonna start on the passenger side here, since we do have that one coil that's a little bit different. So I'm just gonna start by pulling these white locking tabs out on our connector and then pushing in on them to disconnect. You can just do that for all 4 on the side. And then we've just got an 8mm bolt. Just grab an 8mm socket. Remove that bolt. And just wiggle these out. Pull your wire out of the way. And we're just gonna do that for all these. The one that's different has 2 bolts here, and that just slides right off. Now for this one, I'm gonna grab a shallow socket so I don't bottom out on this. And before I get that second one out, I'm just gonna wiggle this plug wire off here. Just let that hang off to the side. And now you can repeat the same process for your longer coils on the other side. So now we'll just go in one at a time here. Slide your coil down into place. Line up your hole with the threads. Thread in your bolt. Plug in your connector. Press the white locking tab down in place. And just repeat that process going down the line. And then go back with your 8mm socket, tighten everything down. After you tighten that one down, press your plug wire back down onto it. You should hear it click. And then repeat that process on the other side. And now we'll reinstall that engine cover. We've got our grommets on our manifold here that our pins are going to go into. So just get those lined up. Press those down into place. And then I'm going to put the nut on a magnet. Get that a couple threads on. Do the same thing on this side. And then just grab your 10mm socket with an extension. Make sure they're threading on nicely before you fully tighten them down. And then you can throw your ratchet on the other side, snug them up. And then you can pop your plastic covers back on. Like I said before, ours are missing, so I don't have anything to put back here. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the 8-piece ignition coil set for your 2018 to 20 Mustang GT. Thank you for watching, and for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.